Satnam, guys. Thank you so much for joining. Just before starting this reading, I got this message that you're like always one step ahead even of yourself, right? And by that I mean there is a very orchestrated energy about your experience in this life, in this reality, in this realm, right? And I feel like you're passing some kind of threshold in regards to like your Kundalini finishing up with, it's almost like finishing up with the center space and moving up into the throat, okay? Like, obviously you have had multiple awakenings before, but I feel like it's kind of like your existence is, even though everything is kind of heart-centered because it's the center of everything, like it's kind of like your existence is taking a step up into the, I'm hearing the quantum realm, but like the throat chakra realm. I don't know, like that might resonate, okay? It might make sense for you. This also resonates with like, you no longer just like experiencing your reality, but like actively speaking things into existence, actively creating it, okay? You're no longer being met with projections or reflections, but you're creating manifestations. You get what I'm saying? So it's even almost like you found some kind of balance in your heart space, or you're trying to, right? And destruction is balance as well, yeah? The Princess of Cups reverse. Destruction is balance as well, because you obviously destroy everything that is blah, 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 you know? The Star. I'm also seeing the Tower. And so it's kind of like you need to get used to, even when you fully embody this like God self, even then, like there's always the Most High, let's say, you know, that like has this divinely orchestrated thing for you, which from my perspective is you, ultimately. Like you are the Most High ultimately, right? Nine of Pentacles. Like it's kind of like that belief as in like we're all God, right? Like we're like the drops in the ocean, therefore we are the ocean, and blah, 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 blah. But I feel like your experience is like you're no longer experiencing the dropness or maybe even the oceanness. You're now experiencing being this emanation of the ocean, or this thing observing the ocean of consciousness, of creation. You get what I'm saying? But like, I feel like you're still, it's kind of like God manifesting into multiple because it wants experience, right? Like that's what people believe. So it's kind of like, that's what you're doing. Okay, if that makes sense. Okay, anyway, the Prince of Wands, Jesus, the Nine of Pentacles. See, there's a lot of like cool energy, but also like a lot of almost like I wanted to say alone energy, but it's kind of like lone wolf energy. But again, it's that energy of God being alone, hence the multifaceted experience, okay? And loneliness is a part of all of creation. But so what I am feeling here, guys, is that maybe because you've experienced this completeness within, like I said, the heart chakra, where like the yin and the yang, and it's like the light and the dark, the togetherness and the loneliness, you know, this duality, you balance that. You kind of gain, you gain some kind of authority over like reality. I don't like you gain authority over reality, okay? And I feel like you're still in the midst of like learning, still in the midst of I just heard projecting, but still in the midst of like learning how to fully incorporate this very intense energy into this higher space that is you, okay? But you're doing it really, really well, okay? At least you're trying your best, right? Like, okay? And if you're trying your best, you're doing really, really well, okay? But I feel like there's this threshold being reached and breached, and it's bringing you a lot of fruitfulness, okay? But like, not money and like physical things. It's bringing you a lot of like magical fruitfulness, spiritual fruitfulness, like magic and shit, you know, even more and more and more, because you gained this authority over reality. The Princess of Wands, yeah, a lot of magic and like spiritual, how can I say this, like spiritual energy becoming manifest, spiritual energies becoming much more solid, or spiritual energies being very tangible for you, right? If you find yourself kind of like, it's almost like continuously searching for the next layer, like I'm like the next layer for you to reach, or the next layer for you to go into, like you really don't even have to search for it. I feel like this is something that like naturally happens for you, okay? Like you naturally just progress beyond what you've already done or where you've already been. That's like something that's ingrained into you, okay, as this Prince of Wands, okay? So if you feel like, again, this is also giving this energy, and I feel like this is why the beginning of the message came up, like you're always one step ahead of yourself. It's like you're not supposed to ever have the whole picture, because you're choosing to kind of like play this game with yourself, okay? You're playing a game with your higher self. And if you're still, like, if you, like, I get it, like, it can be shitty sometimes, but your higher self can be kind of a dick, okay? But it's kind of like teasing you into healing, right? Like, it's tricking you into healing. I've mentioned these things before. And so I feel like you're finally breaking through this thing of like, Jesus, like, I've literally been playing with myself. I've been teasing myself, tricking myself, kind of almost in a way, torturing myself into healing, into becoming this perfect diamond. These 9 of Pentacles kind of gave me your like chakras all of a sudden, even though we have 7 chakras. Do you read it? We also have the like Earth Star and then the Soul Star chakras, right? And that makes 7, 8, 9. So like your chakras has been like crystallized, okay? And I feel like you've been physically feeling this. I'm hearing like as you're going, what the fuck? I'm hearing for like don't be surprised if at some point you shit like a little bit of crystal or something, like like don't be too afraid. Like I'm not a doctor or anything, so like I'm just saying like that was probably just a joke, but like something about your chakras like literally being crystallized, okay? For some of you, you're like Soul Star and Earth Star chakras are actually becoming visible, like you're starting to have like an actual glow above you. And some kind of like rumbling as you walk. Anyway. And the 4 of Cups reverse. Okay. And the Empress. Yeah. I'm hearing that song, The Devil as well. I'm hearing that song, The Star reverse. What's that song? Move out the way, cause here come giants, you know? You felt the earth shake, right? Something like that, right? The earth shaker. I'm also getting something about Poseidon. And Dionysus was also like an earth shaker deity. So the Prince of Cups and the Ace of Cups. I just got the sense of like either being in direct and constant communion with like the earth plane itself, like some people would call it Gaia or whatever, like the earth plane itself, the plane of existence, like manifest and personified. And for some of you, you are this actual entity, okay? You are a manifestation of this earth plane personified, right? There's no escaping yourself. And I feel like, once again, this is kind of just giving, like, because the Empress and the Nine of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles is the minor arcana Empress. So, like, you've literally been like, playing this game with your highest and greatest. And if you've been denying anything, if you've been denying even the pain, it's because you've been denying this greatness of your higher self, highest emanation coming into you, okay? The pain has literally just been everything that is not this Empress, Nine of Pentacles being observed and healed and, like, pulled out, and sometimes it's like, oh my god, ah! You know, obviously it's painful, etc., etc. But I feel like you're finally coming to this conclusion, and I feel like you're finally no longer gonna be rejecting this cup being offered by you, okay? Again, like the Nine of Pentacles to the Empress, like, you are the Most High, right? I'm not saying that in any kind of way of, like, you want to sit on the throne of God. It's just a kind of sense of, like, you create your reality. You are the emanation. You decide what happens, right? Or at the very least, if you so choose to see it that way, you're in constant direct communion with the Most High, okay? But why be, but like, see, but this is the thing, like, it's almost like, why be disempowered? Why 11-11? Why be this when you can be this? Again, 11-11, you know, like, wow. Why be this when you can be this? But, like, that's part of the game. It's kind of like, you're this and created this, 11-22, 1, 2, 3, you know, like, you're this, creating this in order to be in this with self, you know, and that's kind of what existence is. And so I feel like you're finally breaking through this beautiful, beautiful, I feel like it was like an energetic stronghold that you had on yourself of, like, denying this actual cup from yourself, and you're finally drinking from your own cup, okay? And I feel like this is just leading to so much fucking overflow and abundance and prosperity and fucking magic and Jesus, godness. Oh God, I'm here for it. Woo! Enjoy your heaven. Thank you so much, collective. That was your reading. Please do consider the thing, and I will see you again for another thing. Bye. That was so